Hi everybody, welcome back. So today I am going to be playing with some MDF wood. What I want to do is I want to do something different. I want to make some fridge magnets. So I saw Craft Buddy's inspiration post and I absolutely loved one of the sort of key rings that they had on it. So I've decided to make something similar, but it's not going to be a keyring, it's going to be a fridge magnet. So I think that's going to show you another way that you can utilize keyrings without it actually being a keyring. So I'm starting off with a wood round from Craft Buddies. This is actually one of my sublimation coasters that I messed up. You can see on the back. So I tried to cover it. It wasn't covering very well. So I spray painted the back side of it. So I'm going to use that. And then I've actually painted the Craft Buddies MDF blank black. So I did that before getting into the video. I didn't want you waiting 5 hours for me to paint and. So for this I used a normal brush on acrylic paint. For this I used white quick dry spray paint. I do like the look of the spray paint, but they are very limited as well, and it's really bad for your chest. So you will see that I have my normal desk mat that has been through heck and back, and then I actually have an old mat, an old Cricut machine mat, and I was actually trying to save all my mats. There's no hope for this one is absolutely done. So I'm actually going to use this for my workspace. This is going to basically be my mess board, so that if I do mess, it doesn't mess up my mat any more than it is. So we are going to be using some rolled flowers. Now I've already rolled most of them. I actually have this bowl, so every time I cut flowers I'll end up cutting extra, and then all the extras go into the bowl and I can use them at a later stage. So we have covered rolled flowers before. All of these are done with AC cardstock or the Couture Creations cardstock. Oh, that one's a little bit wonky. There we are. It'll look better once I've stuck it down. So I'm just going to show you very quickly how to do one of them. Super simple. You take your tweezers or your quilling tool if you have one. You hold the end like so, and you roll. And this is literally how simple it is to make a rolled flower. So with the AC cardstock and the Couture Creations cardstock, which are basically the same, I think they're both really great quality. With both of them I used the cardstock for intricate cut setting on my maker. So remember, it is important which machine you're using, because your cut pressures are different. So if you're using an Explore, you might need to use a higher setting, and then obviously with the maker a lesser setting. So this is your little place where you're going to stick some glue. So with the other ones I did use the Couture Creations. For one of them I used the quick dry glue. For one of them, I've got glue on me already. For a couple of them I used the super tacky glue. What's it? I think it's super turbo tacky, super tacky. And then if you want to, you can just pull these out. So this is kind of like a, I don't know, like a type of, I don't know what it is, but I'm using it as greenery. So you can do that. So with your actual flowers, what you would do is you would roll them using the back end of a paintbrush or something similar. You would actually just like kind of roll the petals outwards if you wanted to, and you would do that before rolling it. You can also just sort of bend them outwards, as you can see. So I have all of my flowers ready, and I am going to utilize those. I've also cut some decals out of textured metallic, and that is what I'm going to be using. So the first one, I really want to do this one first because this is my Craft Buddies inspiration. So for this one I'm actually going to put a glove on. Yeah, I don't know if I put it on the right hand. So I'm going to be using some of this Montmartre. Can someone please tell me how to say it, because I'm still not sure if I'm saying it. So this is actually a foil paint, and I absolutely love it. The coverage is amazing, like absolutely amazing. I love this paint so much. So we're going to mix it up, and we're going to take as much off as possible. We don't want a lot for this. Like, we don't want a lot at all. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hold it away and flick it. Now you see why I'm wearing a glove. Although I always have something or another on my hands. Okay, so I think we're good there. I need to go and rinse my paintbrush because I always forget it, and then my poor paintbrush goes hard. Okay, so we're going to let this dry because it obviously is paint. We've just got like a little starry effect. Love it. And now we're going to move on to this. So I think I did tell you that that's all we would be using. Did I get paint on my desk? A little. Oh, I got a lot. It's all over my bin. Oh no. Oh well. Okay. Anyway. So, if you were with me for my unboxing video, you would have seen this super cool container that I bought. I love it. So this is where I keep all of my beautiful alcohol inks. I'm still learning with alcohol inks, so this may not turn out as I expect it to, but I think it's important that things don't always turn out perfectly, especially on my videos, so that the people that are watching, especially beginners, can see that things don't always work out, but you got to kind of just roll with it and make it work. So I have a bunch of beautiful Couture Creations alcohol inks. Not all the ones I want yet. One of the ones that was sent was this wisteria. So this is a sun damaged one. So if you didn't know, you should keep these away from light or sunlight and heat. So what's happened is the color has actually sort of disappeared from it. You can see a slight color to it, but it's not much. So Craft Buddy sent me this and asked me, was there something I could do with it? When I first took it out, I was like, nope, there's nothing. It's dead. And I've actually worked with it, and this is great for watering down some of your other alcohol inks. So one thing I've noticed with alcohol ink is that it is very vivid, very dark. So sometimes you want it to be watered down. So for this specific project, I do want it to be watered down. I'm also going to be using the Dala magenta and yellow. And I might throw some pearl in there if I feel like it's too dark. I don't think I'm going to do gold. We will see. So we'll keep those ones out. Okay, so let's put this aside. Then what I have as well, I have two little tiny containers. That one's got something in it. Got it out. And two little offcut straws. So what I want to do is I actually want to mix a couple drops of this. And remember, you should use alcohol ink in a well ventilated area because it is quite potent. And then you're just going to use your straw to kind of, maybe you shouldn't use a paper straw. Yeah, you definitely shouldn't use a paper straw. Yeah, don't use a paper straw. It's a sucky idea. I do have a normal straw here. So I actually utilize a lot of things that aren't really for crafting, and I make a plan. pink. So let's see if I can drip it, because oh, that was so much. Oh my gosh, that was way too much. Back to the straw, I guess. You know, I knew that was going to happen too. So if you have a little dropper, which Craft Buddies do stock, that would obviously be better. And you can just blow on it if you want to. Like if you want that type of look, trip it off, because yeah. I do want more yellow in here. Okay, we're going to let this dry some, and then what we're going to do once it's almost dry is we're actually going to take some of this foil that I got from Craft Buddies, and we're going to stick it over it. And I'm going to show you why we're going to do that. So I've got my piece cut ready, and we're just going to wait for this to dry some. And once it's almost dry, I'm going to show you what we're going to do. Okay, so now I want to start, because it's drying at different paces or intervals, whatever you want to say. So I'm cutting my foil, and I actually just want to stick it because I can feel like here's drying. So you just stick your foil there, rub it down, and then you want to kind of, there we are, it worked there. So it was drying in one place. Wow. Okay, I'm going to leave it to dry some more. But you can see what happens as it starts to dry. It will actually allow the foil to stick to it. Also, alcohol ink stains, and don't pick it up because you'll end up making a murder scene everywhere when you drop it. So don't pick it up while it's drying. Let it dry. I'm going to pick it up again anyway. But I can see it's still super wet. Here it's actually started to dry again. Or now, whatever you want to say. It's super alcohol-y. Alcohol-y, is that a word? Okay, so no matter how much I wash my hands, it still looks like a darn. Yeah, it's not helping. So I'm going to stick this over. Okay, oopsie, we've left a gap here. And we're going to get all the bubbles out. Like so. Oopsie, that got stuck in our roller. I do want to test it to see if we're able. Okay, so this side's still super wet. But we have success in some spots. I like it, guys. I do. Ugh. So you can see here it's still super wet. So I'm going to put this aside. I'm going to let it dry for a bit. And then we're going to use that to just give some gold over here. So we're going to jump back over to this one. I think it's dry. I don't want to rub it too much with my alcohol ink hands. So I have a decal of an S, my daughter's Scarlet. And let's just see. I have some strong grip tape here. So we're going to... Now this is a super simple one, but I just want to show you how easy it is to create something different and something beautiful. Using the same things we would always use, like keyring blanks, for instance. Keyring blanks, some vinyl, a little bit of imagination, and we have something beautiful. Okay, so I want to move this across. Oopsie. So what I like to do is I like to use this as a level, if you will. There we are. I love it. Okay, and for this one, I do want to put a teeny tiny little flower, but nothing drastic. So I feel like, let's see which one's gonna work. I have my teeny tiny flowers. Maybe I should put it next to it. So these are actually recycled flowers, believe it or not. They were on another project and I took them off and I kept them. Because why not? There, that's how it's going. So I just want to jump back over here. I can see it's starting to dry. So I do just want to stick our gold foil. And just like that, super freaking simple. So we'll jump over to do that one in a minute. Let us stick. This is going to be fun. So we got to try and stick this down. Oopsie. Oh, I love it. I love that. So what I wanted to do here was also just, you didn't think I was going to leave it blank, did you? Did I do it the right way? I'm not sure. Yep. Oh, guys! Okay, I really love it. I love it. Okay, so now what I need, let me just, sorry. Okay, I had a slight panic attack because I lost my magnets. So I don't know where I got my magnets from. They are pretty strong, but yeah. So Craft Buddies has magnet sheets, I think it is. So those are great if you want more of like a flat look. Unfortunately, these are all I have right now. So this is what I shall be using. So pretty much Craft Buddies has everything that we've used today. Oh my gosh. I love it. I love it. Please excuse my hands. But how pretty is that? Oh, my daughter's going to love it. And she has her own fridge magnet now. So we can put all of her notices on it. And this was done with a keyring MDF blank. So just because it's sold as an MDF keyring blank doesn't mean it has to be a keyring. There's so many different things that you can do. Look at that, look at that. That is cool. That is super, super cool. Okay, let's finish off. This one, is it dry? It feels dry. So it was a good thing I had this old mat, and that's something you can use your mats for now. So the first thing I do want to do is add our wording. And the reason I want to do this first is because then we can figure out where we're going to be putting all of our other stuff. Okay, so I kind of like this. Oopsie. I didn't think about pulling our alcohol ink or our beautiful what do you call that stuff? That stuff. I should have probably used white on it, but it's fine. It's totally fine. Now we're just going to figure out how we're going to place all of these. I think that is good. This might not even match, like, I don't know. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and place these leaves pretty much where they are. Oopsie. Ah! Please don't do that. That was so stupid. Pour hot glue and then stick your finger on it. Get rid of our glue strings. Okay. Now to sort of remember where we wanted everything. And there we have our spring themed one. Now you can do this however you want. I definitely should have done the word spring in white. I might still change it. So what we would do next is obviously add on our magnets. Oh, can't get them apart. So see which is that's strong. That's strong. So we're going to put them on like that. So I'm putting 2 on because it is quite a big magnet, or quite a big thing that we're doing. And there we have our beautiful spring magnet. So I definitely love this one more. I do have a lot to learn with the alcohol ink, but I think it's such a fun medium. I hope I'm getting better every day. The first one I did was atrocious. Oopsie, I just stuck my finger in the hot glue, so that's fun. I do think I'm getting better every day. I think it's something you've just got to practice at. I think with a lot of things, everybody kind of just expects to be great at it first try, and nothing in life really works that way. So my advice is, if there's something you want to try, get out there, try it. The worst that's going to happen is it's not going to work out exactly as you planned. The best case scenario is it is going to work out as you planned, or you're going to learn, one of the two. So I'd love to see your alcohol ink creations and your magnets and alternative ways of using keyring blanks. This is obviously not a keyring, it'll never be a keyring, but I think it's a really good use of it. So I'd love to know if you have any other ideas. Leave me a comment, let me know, and if you have some stuff to share, post it on the Craft Buddies page. Remember, everything that you've seen today you can get on the Craft Buddies website. They have magnets, they have paint, they have blanks, they have all sorts. So if you haven't checked out their website, go and give it a look. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon.